Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Gusto kong i-share sa inyo ang reaksyon ng mga senador tungkol sa pag-resign ni VP Sara as DepEd Secretary. Okay, gusto ko lang munang i-advertise na meron tayong gumawa ko ng backup channel, The General's Perspective. In kaso lang na itong ating channel ngayon, The General's Viewpoint, magurgor na naman, mahak. Alam nyo naman, ang trademark ng administrasyong ito, pinipigil nila ang mga kritiko nila na magsalita. So, paki-subscribe lang itong backup channel natin para tuloy-tuloy ang ating talakayan, pagpapahayag ng katotohanan, in kaso na mahak ulit itong channel natin ngayon. Ang link ng bagong channel, The General's Perspective, nasa description box ng video na ito. Okay, 3 senador nang nagpahayag ng kanilang reaction. Senate President Escudero, Minority Leader Senator Pimentel, at itong si Senator Gatchalian. Si Senator Gatchalian po, siya ang chairman ng Committee on Education sa Senado. Kaya binuhos niya ang kanyang pasasalamat sa napakaraming magandang nagawa ang ating VP Sara tungkol sa pagpapaunlad ng edukasyon sa ating bansa. Okay, pakinggan natin ang ating mga senador.
Senate President Francis Escudero says Vice President Sara Duterte's resignation as education chief was inevitable given her family's feud with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and her silence on several issues. According to Escudero, Duterte's resignation is inevitable from the time her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, and her siblings started attacking President Marcos and members of the First Family. Escudero also points out the policy issues in which the Vice President has not stated her support, including the West Philippine Sea, the Bagong Pilipinas hymn, and the cases against a known Duterte ally and wanted sex offender Apollo Kibuloy. Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Coco Pimentel III stresses the need for Duterte's replacement as Secretary of the Department of Education to be someone who has worked with or in the DepEd for decades. Meanwhile, ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro says Duterte's decision to resign as Education Secretary has been long overdue, as nothing was done to resolve the education crisis in her 2 years at the helm. The lawmaker hopes that Duterte's resignation will allow President Marcos to appoint a DepEd chief who will serve the education sector properly. Duterte resigned as the DepEd chief and vice chair of the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict. Her resignation will be effective on July 19, 2024.
Chairman ako ng Basic Education Committee here in the Senate, so I work with DepEd and Vice President Sara on a regular basis. At unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa kanyang serbisyo at sa kanyang pagtutok sa education system natin. At marami kaming numpisahan rin sa pagitan ng EDCOM, which is I am a co-chairperson, and DepEd. Ang EDCOM is a legislative created body that will look at the education system of our country. At katrabaho namin on a regular basis ang DepEd. In fact, almost every week nagmi-meet kami ng DepEd. Kaya marami na kaming naumpisahan para ayusin ang education system natin. At nahihinayang lang ako dun sa mga naumpisahan natin. Bigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa. Pinag-usapan namin last week yung bullying dahil malaki ang problema natin sa bullying. At meron mga proposals na pinag-usapan para ma-reduce yung incidents of bullying natin. Yung K-10 matatag curriculum na inilunsad early part of this year, early part of last year, na pinapatupad na ngayon at iro-roll out na this coming school year in grades, in 4 grades, no? Kindergarten, grade 1, grade 4, and grade 7, no? If my memory serves me correct. So, in other words, marami kaming ongoing joint programs and joint activities with DepEd At ang EDCOM ay nakikipag-coordinate, nakikipag-collaborate para maiayos yung problema natin sa education system. Ako na personally nahihinayang lang ako doon sa mga naumpisahan.
So sir, ano yung magiging implication nito, lalo na nga doon sa mga programs ng intention ma-address itong sabi nga natin crisis education sector, at crucial ba yung magiging decision ni Presidente kung sino yung ipapalit sa kanya sa DepEd?
I just hope na yung mga USECs na nandoon will stay the same dahil sila talaga yung workhorses, sila yung mga detalye, sila yung nasa field, sila yung pumupunta on a regular basis sa mga consultative meetings namin. So I just hope na maiwan sila dahil magagaling sila at nabigyan na ng direksyon. At personally nakita ko yung initiative ni VP Sara pagdating sa pag-aayos ng problema natin sa education sector natin. For example, she was candid enough and honest enough to admit na meron tayong education crisis. Yung 2 basic education report niya ay inamin niya na meron tayong education crisis at sinabi niya kung ano yung mga solutions na dapat gawin para maialis natin yung bansa natin sa education crisis. So yung mga solutions, marami doon na umpisahan na. Kaya importante mapagpatuloy yun dahil itong education crisis natin hindi rin makakabuti kung palit tayo ng polisiya.
So, maganda pa yun, sir, na magkaroon pa ng 1 month na turnover kasi ang effectivity, July 19, it means may 1 month pa para sa pag-turnover sa magiging bagong DepEd Secretary.
Yeah, typically sa mga ganitong resignation, meron talagang turnover yan. At importante na maayos yung turnover at importante rin na ma-explain mabuti doon sa magiging bagong education secretary ano yung mga naumpisahan na sa education sector at ano na yung mga napag-usapan sa pagitan ng EDCOM at ng Department of Education.
So sir, nagulat ka o parang expected na rin na darating sa punto na re-resign si VP Sara as member ng cabinet ng Marcos administration, considering nga na bumabanat na daw yung pamilya ni VP Sara kay PBBM?
Ako nagulat ako dahil like I said, madalas namin nakakapag-interact with the Department of Education. At tuwing humingi kami ng panahon sa Department of Education, in full force sila. Like last week, merong activity yung alternative learning system, full force yung Department of Education. Kaya wala naman akong nakitang problema pagdating sa Department of Education. Nakakagulat rin ako.
Do you think magiging maayos pa rin yung working relation ng Pangulo at ni VP Sara?
Hindi ko masasagot yan. No? I cannot answer that dahil yan ay sa pagitan nilang dalawa. Ang masasagot ko lang yung aking working relationship with VP Sara as the Department of Education Secretary at yung kanyang team.
And sino sa tingin niyo, sir, yung qualified to replace VP Sara sa DepEd?
May mga pangalan ako sa top of mind, no? But I have to think about it thoroughly dahil bago lang itong pangyayari, no? So kailangan pag-isipan mabuti kung sino yung itatalaga diyan. Itong importante kasi isang pangunahing dahilan kung bakit itinalaga si Vice President Sara is because binibigyan ng Pangulo priority yung education sector. So yung pangalawa sa pinakamataas na posisyon sa ating bansa ay concurrently the Education Secretary. So ganyang kahalaga ang education sa kanya. At on top of that, importante rin yung political will ng isang Vice President. Dahil marami tayong problema at ang education system natin na divide into 3, kailangan mo ng isang overarching figure, isang tao na may political will para ilagay itong 3 departamento, no? Yung TESDA, CHED at DepEd sa iisa. At kung merong mga kung kulang sa pagko-coordinate itong 3 at kulang rin yung kanilang working relationship, isang Vice President ay kayang ilagay yung 3 para maiayos yung direksyon.
And sir, do you think sa resignation ni VP Sara, buwag na yung unity team? Wala na yung unity team?
I'm part of the unity team. Kasi diba last 2022, I ran under the unity team ticket. Hindi pa naman namin napag-uusapan kung as a unit team, ano yung direction ng unit team, no? After the election, very loose yung amin pag-uusap. So tingin ko maaga pa para sabihin kung ano yung magiging kalalabasan ng unit team.